forests have really become central in the climate change debate. And because CIFOR had 12 or 14 years of this research behind it, it's actually been able to step up and provide some useful answers to some of the questions that have come up in policy making around how to reduce deforestation for the climate change benefits that can happen.
And I think one of the greatest achievements that we had is being able to establish a personal, a human relation with the partners with which we work. And these are government officials, government institutions, NGOs on the ground, civil society at large.
CIFOR has grown to be regarded as a major player in the forestry world, and we have a very good reputation among a variety of stakeholders for high-quality research.
CIFOR has really made a lot of impact on the forest dialogue over the past 20 years. On forests and livelihood issues, forests and governance, the issues of large-scale land conversion to plantations.
Putting forests on the agenda, high up on the agenda with respect to natural resource management and policy issues at global level is the biggest achievement CIFOR has made in the last 20 years.
CIFOR has established itself as one of the lead research centers within the CGIAR to integrate gender in its work. Farmers, smallholders, forest peoples are no longer lumped into one single category, but the ways in which gender influences how they behave, the decisions that they're a part of, the benefits that they command, and the impact that this has on resource sustainability is taken very seriously and considered a part of doing good science.
The different demands on the forest is going to increase a lot. Fuelwood, conservation, for carbon storage and sequestration, for biodiversity, for land, for food production, for recreational. All these demands is going to increase, so a lot more pressure, conflicts related to how to use and manage forest. I think how to solve that challenge, how to balance the different interests, the different uses, the different services of the forests, that's going to be the key challenge if we're able to manage it.
One of the biggest challenges we have is to make the types of economic instruments that we want to conserve forests really work. So how do we make those financing opportunities, such as the payment for environmental services or RED or any kind of new financial instruments actually work for forests, for the people who depend on forests, and how they can actually make an impact within national policy making.
Obviously forests are facing a lot of challenges with climate change and population growth and need for resources such as timber. I guess for me it really comes down to climate change and looking at the forest's role in both adaptation and mitigation.
The more we interact with the group, the problems arise and the challenge there, and we try to learn more and more. The main challenge for including peatland as part of the climate change mitigation is that it's not clear who governs peatland. So it remains a big challenge for us to make sure that we understand how the system works, and if there is any chance to improve or contribute, that's our role in research.
The real challenge is now to bring forestry and agriculture and land management decisions together in coherent ways so that we find truly sustainable long-term solutions to the pressures that are being put on by the growing populations and by growing demands of wealthier populations on the natural resource base.